Hello and welcome. It's a very loud thing that I'm in here. Hello and welcome to Space Engineers. I'm Duke Skyloper. I'm floating in the tube, which, when I left it a week ago, was upside down. We're going to find out. I cannot move. There we go. Now I could probably turn this back up. Let's find out if they fixed this. Let's see. That seems right side up. There's nothing up there anymore. Oh yeah, made in space. That's right side up. Ah, look at that. I think. I don't know if that was on both sides or not. Looks like they fixed it. Looks like they fixed it. It was broken, Ajir. You know it. It was upside down. Everything was upside down. But now it's good. Now it's good. All right, so what are we doing today? The same drones are out there. That's good. I was going to turn this thing into an actual space station. I think I'm still going to do that, but I may want to go back to the planet and work on... Well, you know what? Before I do that, here's what I'm going to do. Let's make this thing into the shape of a space station. Okay, hold on a sec. Hold on. Now I have to address this. One word being upside down means that of the, two words that were on it, you couldn't tell which way was up and down. And... what's this thing called? I don't know. Hang on. Here we go. Lab vat. There's no bubbles in it. See, that's down. That wasn't there before. There's no bubbles in it, so if half the words are upside down, how do you know which way it goes? Looks the same. Now we know. Now we know which way is which. Listen, if I couldn't, because I put it down upside down the first time, if I couldn't tell, based on the context clues of the thing, because it had one word, if I recall, it had one word that was upside down, and all the rest of the words were sideways like this. So that led me to believe that the one upside down word must have been the word that tells you which way is up, and that was incorrect, because it made me put it this way. So this was a big deal. It was game breaking. I was going to quit this game forever if they didn't fix that. Forever. Anyway. Forever is a short time, so we're back. And what do we want this station to actually look like? I think I gotta kind of just start making a block and then carving it into a station, I think is what we're gonna have to do here, right? I need some stuff, because all I've got is poop. Let's see, let's find some steel. Oh yeah, give me all that. Alright, so let's just kind of shape this out a little bit. I think I want every room to be too tall. Not too tall as in way too tall. But I want the ceiling level to be here. So it'll be 2 blocks tall. Although... yeah, and then I learned which way it went, and that which way it went was stupid. So, that's what I learned, that it was stupid. Why did I put this right here, you guys? Why did I put that there? Oh, because having that up against the wall. That's fine. Okay. I might change that. But that's okay. Why did I want it to, just, oh yeah, for the space of it. I'm being serious. That word upside down ruined the entire game. Ruined the entire game. Unplayable. Not the fact that my endgame spawns won't show up. That's definitely not a deal breaker. Oh, there's actually another tug drone that wasn't here before. That's cool. No, it's definitely that this one word was upside down. That's what made this game unplayable and made me almost quit this game forever. Maybe what I should do is leave it at... No. This is the roof. This is the roof. Alright, so I want most of this front area to be like glass, because I want a big open observation area, and I'd also like part of the floor to be glass as well, of some sort, just so that you could like look down and see the earth, because it'll look dumb once this is filled in. So I'm gonna keep going with these. My process is make a brick, then carve it up into what you actually want it to be. So we want, let's see, so there's this here is airlock. Alright, so we could just have to make that airlock work at some point, but this will be where the airlock is. This will probably just be filled in there. Or we can use that for, like, air vent piping, you know? Probably what we're going to do. The back wall, let's see, we'll probably do like this and leave, like, a window here. There won't be a whole lot of window in this area because there's nothing going on. Yeah, what do you got? What other block is super frustrating right now? Gotta sneeze, hang on. Okay, good. Good thing I muted so that you definitely couldn't tell when I sneezed. Round corridor door? Oh no, I haven't tried to build one of those yet. This thing? The corridor round door? What's the problem with this thing? I did look at it briefly, but I didn't put one down. Let's see. If I'm trying to build one of these... Now, typically with these... Wait. Why am I looking at the block that's not the block with the door? Oh. Yeah, okay. So, in addition to you having to place it by looking at the block that's not where the door is, I see. It's only got a floor. Can't look at. There we go. It's only got a floor on one side. And if you do it vertical, or if you do it any other orientation, you're walking on a curved surface. Alright, folks. Stream is over. This game is done. Let's set up some warheads and blow this thing up. I'll see you all in some other game. Space Engineers 2, maybe. I'm kidding, but I do hope they fix that soon. That's really stupid. At the very least, they need a mirrored version. Like, I was hoping to use that for my airlock. Because it would be a really cool airlock. So, great. Do I need an airlock out to this area too, I guess? I wasn't planning on making this airtight. I could just leave a hole open for it, I guess. Well, literally unplayable. Literally unplayable. Alright, so what I'm thinking is, so we got 1, 2, 3. So I'm thinking windows here and here with just like a beam pillar, some sort of pillar, not beams because the air would come through. We'll kind of curve this out a little bit. Actually, that would be kind of cool. Let's see, what would that look like if we did... Ooh, what if we did... Let's see, how would I pull this off? Catwalk's not going to do it, because I'd have to do them upside down. What's a somewhat transparent block? Ooh, scaffold. Scaffold block might do it. Hold on a second. Let me check something here. Not you, but isn't there a scaffold with like a catwalk on it or something? Or am I thinking of... There we go. So we could do... We don't mind walking upside down on the bottom of it. So we could do this for the entire floor, or at least for part of the floor, and put glass on the bottom side, and then you'd be able to like look down and out. I really hate walking on the bottoms of these because it looks like you're going to stub your toe all the time. Okay, I'll think about this. I didn't want to walk directly on glass. But I was thinking it'd be cool if we had like a glass layer. I don't know, maybe we'll just have like an observation floor or something like that. Be kind of cool. I'll think about it. Alright, so what I want to do for these then... Maybe I don't want this middle one. Maybe I don't need this middle one. I was going to put lighting in it. There's not a lot of... Not a lot of space. Only two. I do need to put lights somewhere. I guess I could do the wall. I could move them in one and do the walls entirely of glass. Maybe that would be better. Let's try that.
Energy low.
Because I could put lights here. Let's see, how many blocks we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why did I decide to do this with an even number? Oh, because then my outer... 1, 2, 3, 4... Yeah, because I was thinking that would be there, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We would have 5 here. Love how fast that is. Well, we could always move it out one. This will be okay. I could adjust this. Yeah, why don't we do that? Why don't we do that? We'll just go... Because then I could still keep that there and we'll just go out like this. I'll fix that. So we can just go like this and then... like that. Yeah, now this room seems a little bit too big now. So I might shift this wall over a little bit. Shift my my ring platform over a little bit. Alright, so I think what I want to do here is make this one a... that. And then if we did... One, two, three, 4, and 5. How would I make this if I do the same shape all the way across? We did something like that. And then I've got like a flat space here. I could put like a screen if I need a screen for something. Yeah, if we did something like that, we could potentially do that same thing here, but I feel like I would have to, if I've got glass in the similar shape going all the way across, and my airlock is supposed to be right there, I think what I'd do is just move the airlock back a little bit. Maybe we keep that. Let's take this whole thing down here. Let's see, I think we want... Oh, you know, actually, no, we don't want that there. We just want this to be filled in. And so, basically, my airlock will start, like, right here. I think. Yeah, so we'll just push it one further in, and it'll start there. And then for the glass bits, I'm going to need some girders. So put a whole bunch of you back. I don't know why I'm holding on to so much of you. I'll go in there. It'll get sorted somewhere. Girders. Okay. Now let's look at our window options. See, there's some fun modded things in here. Okay, so we could do bridge. Actually, maybe we should have done bridge windows at the beginning, at the very bottom, and then go up from there. So I do want to use those bridge windows. This is like the perfect place for that. Let's put that in here and see how would we adjust if we were doing that. So if we were out one, or if we were back one, yeah, I think we'd have to change this overall structure, which would be okay. We could do that. You can't really see the ground from there, though, can you? That doesn't really help with my look out the window and see the ground situation. Unless we also had something like this along the front. That doesn't make sense, though. But if we did do this like along here, yeah, then we could have like desks and stuff along the front and look like an actual bridge. Maybe that is better. And then we just kind of adjust the... Let's see. What would we do here? We would... Yeah, we'd want to start... Let me just throw a block down here. Or a half block, just to give me something to latch on to. If we did... Let's see, if we did it like that, then we could perhaps. Okay, maybe not this very end one, but... let's see. So we would probably go... Where's my normal windows? Window 1 by 1. No. You can't attach that like that, huh? Oh, there we go. That works. Okay, so we could do that. Then we'd have a little pointy front. Star hauling services, huh? Did somebody get within range of me, or somebody coming that I can't see because they don't have an antenna? Kind of makes me nervous. Oh, there's a pirate scout drone over there. Star hauling service. Well, he's not mad at me, so that's nice at least. Uh-oh. Searching. What is he searching for? Why is he so bright? Doesn't seem to be searching for anything, so let's not do anything to get his attention just yet. Okay, so anyway. We could say... Actually, we could go... Let's see, how would we do this? We would have to go... Take you out. If we did a... No, that's the wrong way. Okay, so I guess I did want that. Then that. Then that. And then where are we facing this way? I guess I would need another one of these. And now I'm kind of trapped in the sticking out all the way around kind of a deal. Which maybe is not the worst thing. Let's pretend that's not the worst thing. Let's just roll with this and see where it goes. Because we could always go over to here and just throw in a something like this guy. You know, just to finish it up. Yeah, I think that could be okay. Then I don't need this thing right here. Okay, alright. We'll change the bottom so it's not so flat later, but... So then what I'm thinking is... Bear with me here. So if we did... Yeah, this actually works out well, because then I don't have to push this back again. I could actually move it forward. Alright, then... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good, okay. Okay, this is going to be fun. I need some panels, some light armor paneling.
Energy low.
Oh, shush. Stop searching. Well, how are you even searching? You're not... I might have to get some magnesium and just get any weapon at all up here, to be honest. Alright, what am I going to do with the rest of this? Is it going to be like... Because now I'm thinking I can go... like that. And then hopefully that's airtight. We can go like that, and then that's essentially our pillar right there. Then what would we do for the rest of these? We could go... the other option is I could go one up. If I had the... no, I don't want to do that. Never mind, I take that back. G... Window... Face. Give me your face. Okay, then I'm thinking just flat straight back is what I'm thinking. So we'll go side, and then we just do like, and maybe I could replace these with longer ones at some point. But like, you get what I'm saying here? Then we got this, and then we can cap this one off. I know this might be hard to see what's going on.
Critical.
Oh, I should probably go take care of that. Oof. Alright, so we'd be all up in like, this goes to there. Then we can center our seat there. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because I made this there. Why don't we make this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nah, that's probably fine. It's probably fine. That searching drone is kind of making me nervous, but we are not going to take the... We're not going to take the bait. Not going to take the bait. Let's see. Do I need... There we go. Let's see. So if that's where our airlock is going to start now, the airlock is essentially going to start like right here because you kind of come in between these two things. That gives me a little bit more room if I need to do... I need like extra space for airlock control stuff. Kind of like the idea of doing that right there. Because now what's going to happen is I'm going to take out all these. Not you. Replace them with you all the way around. So that all just kind of slopes together and looks like a big spaceship. Even though it's not a spaceship. Yeah, so that kind of looks similar, and then this whole section we'll get to later. Alright, so that's kind of the deal there. And then you can just also slope in. We're not going to go too crazy with the designs here. We could have made this half block all the way across. All the way up. So that it doesn't stick up too far. I mean, I was thinking I could replace some of these with, like, the big block with the light built into it, but since it's double high, I could just put lights underneath it. So we could take this whole top layer and make it half blocks, so that's not as thick. I think I'm going to leave it for now. Alright, so this area here, let's see what else we've got going on. We are going to take... You think that pirate drone's ever going to find me? Since I don't have an antenna? I mean, I assume that's what it's looking for. I don't actually know if it's that smart or not. Maybe it's just looking... Maybe it's just waiting till I'm in range or something. Within a certain distance. I don't know how these things work. You guys have to let me know how these work. These new encounters. That seems to be almost far enough. Alright, so I'm thinking we move this wall over by one. So that I can have a big, picturesque window right here. And that area back there just gets bigger, because it's kind of an open area anyway. So I need to move you over. Now it's just sitting way out there. Do not build that. Are you building it? Stop. Why are you building it? Floating in space. It doesn't even have power. Anyway. Alright, so that'll be there. Then we'll have to do something with... Let's see. You know what we could do to get in between these two, just for fun, is something like... let's grab the not the new corridors, but the old corridors. And do something like... Oh, it's all the same group, huh? Which way is up? My eternal nemesis, knowing which way is up. It is this way, I believe. There we go. We're gonna use... Uh-oh. I don't have a piece of floor here. There we go. Alright, so we'll do that, and then we'll do like a corner. Like this. It'll be like a video game that's trying to optimize for draw distance. Interior plate, huh? Alright, so you'll walk in, then you'll have to like walk in over to here, and then you'll be in the room. And I might do a similar thing to go into here. Instead of, that way so it doesn't, you can't see directly in there, but you're not blocked. There's no door or anything. Mightiest Kaz, welcome to the stream. Baseball announcer? I never thought about it. I think what I want going on... Okay, so... But I want to differentiate the back. So I think it's going to be... more plain, like that, but then we can do window in various other places here. So how's this looking right here? That looks like that. Then I am going to have to go back to the planet after I get this all situated and start working on a new cargo elevator and get some materials up here. Yep, we are building a space station. It's coming along very nice. It's actually starting to look like a space station. I did intend for it to stick out further on the bottom, but I think, well, I might still do that. This side will definitely stick out further on the bottom, but this other side, not so much. How many of these guys are going to spawn up here? Consignment drone, huh? Nope, wrong one. You? He's just sitting there staring at me, huh? He's not moving, that's the binoculars mod. I'm having a hard time holding the mod steady. So. Binoculars mod. Alright, so in the rest of this area is going to be flat. I would say we would go up. We can maybe go up a half step, but you can't really do that with windows. So, ooh, do I want the three? How big is it? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, okay. Yeah, there's a lot of mods. The mod list is linked in the description of the stream, if you're interested. Okay, 2x3s. That's what I'm looking for. And specifically, the really big...
Energy low.
Relax. The really, really big one here. Which I thought I had done the math correctly, but I did not. So it'll be this. 2x3 flat. Like that. Alright, so that's that for now. Big open space. Then we come in here. We got all this to put stuff on. And then I did want some sort of like, because I love that you can look down and see the planet. You know? I also love that the unknown signals are still spawning on the surface, even though I'm up here. Yeah. So we'll have to make... There we go. We'll have to make a... Let's see, this is a 2x2. They don't make a 2x2 window, do they? 'Well then. 1x2 it is. Let's see, I want the inverted. There we go. Ooh, or do I want these to be in one? Ooh, that's a good question. Hold on, let me go back over here and look at some. Yes, I think so. Get out of here. I think I want these to be like this. And then
Energy critical.
it's always with the energy up here. Where am I going? Okay. I think I need something to better separate, because you're going to come in the airlock here, and then this area over here is, I don't know, I might put like some tables over here or something. I'll have like a little break area, you know, if I need a break. We're going to move this thing over here somewhere. Need something to kind of break this up a little bit. Maybe I'll put like some railings up or something. Have I used much of the Fieldworks DLC? I've got this thing going on. I think that might be the only block that I'm using, but I got all this space, right? So we can put in all sorts of like scientific equipment if we want, you know? The old back to tank. Alright, I think this is all just going to be... So I'll have to add some lighting in here at some point, because I won't be able to see anything. You know, we could just close this off, and you just have to go through here, and then you're out in the main area. I think I'm going to do that. And then... though if that's the case, this room could be even smaller. Nah, no, I like it. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so this is a very basic shape. I still want to probably adjust it more because it's got a lot of flat walls and stuff, but I kind of need to see it put together first. Stop searching for me. Kind of need to see it put together first before I can imagine what else needs to change here, so... might do some... throw in some pipes. I do want to do that kind of floor window at some point. The viewing floor. Okay, so... for now, I think this is a decent looking station. I'm going to take the rings down to the planet and try to work on a new cargo elevator and hope this place doesn't get attacked by space pirates while I'm down there. So this might be loud. Sometimes this mod is loud. There we go. Now we're back on the planet. Remind me to put the helmet back up later. What did I call? Oh, yeah, the what you call it? Cargo elevator. I'm wondering if it wouldn't be the worst idea to try to use the miner. Do you think the miner can lift what's left of the old cargo elevator? I bet it could. Don't you think? I bet it could. I just have to put like a... I would just have to put like a thing on the bottom, a magnet. It would be a lot easier to bring it back here than to drive all the way out there and get it every time, get parts of it. So, if you're just joining and you didn't see last time, it is... we had an automated ship that could go to and from that station, and on its way down, it didn't make it correctly. So, we're going to see if we can go get its corpse and reuse some pieces of it. Let's see. I could put it right here, and then it won't interfere with anything. Why don't we go try that? And just see if it's capable of it. So, everything on. Batteries are on auto. I am going to have this thing record a path, just so that I don't have to worry about docking it later. I could just kind of come over to here And then we'll just stop the recording there. Oh no. Oh, very bad. Oh, I hit the wrong button, and it was a very bad button. So now we got a little bit of a problem, because my jetpack doesn't work. Jetpack doesn't work, and that thing's antenna is not on. And it is, like, directly above this guy. Well, now that's an interesting dilemma now, isn't it? How am I going to get up there and get that? I'm always making more problems for myself. How are we going to do that? We can't just let him crash, because that is basically what's going to happen. I don't have another flying vehicle at the moment. I could try and print one real quick. Maybe that's the trick. Try to print one real quick. If his antenna was on, I could bring him home. How much time do you think he can float up there? Since I'm already, like, elbow deep in, I've already got a stack of things I need to do here. Let's see. Build and repairs. Turn them all off for a second. Let's pull the pistons out, and then let's look at this projector and think about what sort of a blueprint. Do I have something real quick? This bomber could be... Just looking for a blueprint of something small, because I got all these ISL things. Here we go. This'll work. A tug. Exactly what I need. Actually, I could probably use that to bring the other thing home, too. Let's see. Atmospheric tug. Alright. Piston off. Let's see if we can line you up. This will actually work pretty well. Alright. Nope. Forward offset. I hope I got the parts for this. Yep, there we go. Vertical offset. Alright. Push you back in. If I fell asleep, Marcus, I'd be pretty happy, to be honest. Let me catch you up on the nonsense that's going on. We are building a tug, a small tug ship, because I got in the minor and started to fly away, and then I accidentally fell out of it, and now it's just floating up there. So we're going to get it with another ship. Because that's my life. Alright, so I can turn back on the build and repairs, because they will help with this. But we're also going to turn the welders on and reverse this back out. So everything's going to help. We should have this thing up and running in no time. As long as it doesn't get stuck in the wall. There we go. So I actually think having a small utility ship like this is going to be a really good thing. Hopefully it can carry the carcass of the, whatever thing was called. Cargo elevator. There we go. Well, anyway, while this is going on, I'm going to take a drink of water. And while I take a drink of water, that's usually my time to remind people that if you're enjoying the stream, consider throwing a like on the video. And if you're not enjoying the stream, then don't throw a like on the video. But feel free to keep watching if you're into hate watching and stuff like that. I don't know. Everybody's got their thing, so... I'm realizing now that there's probably some inertia tensor here that didn't get turned back on. Don't get too close. Are you stuck? Oh, it's clipped in, isn't it? Clipped in. Hang on. Okay. What are you... Is it you? Ah, look at that there. So that's on the other side there forever now. Alright. Well, maybe I should have just, Yeah, that makes sense. Having the build and repairs helping with this kind of breaks the normal flow of things, so... I'm just going to let it pull out and let the build and repairs build it. I don't know why I bothered using the welder wall. We'll have to... Actually, do we even need to get that out of there? How is it running? Yeah, well. Whatever. Ooh. Oh, that's a... It's dying from the atmospheric mod. So that's fun. I guess the parachute didn't deploy early enough. So that's nice. There goes all of that. Okay, I need to stop and actually this one, let's toggle you off. And let's see, how do I want to do this? I want, does this thing have an antenna? Oh, it's got Pam on it too, huh? Okay, hang on. This thing better have an antenna, right? And okay. So you have an antenna. Do you have a remote? You don't have a remote, so I can't even have you come back. That's funny. All right, let me see if I could just use this to push. Man, this thing flies, man. Okay. All right, I'm gonna. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to. I'm gonna just see. How am I gonna do this without cooking myself? Where's a... Let's see, I think if I go like right on the side here, nothing's gonna... I just want to pull it closer to the ground. I know it's gonna fight me the whole way, but... I guess I should actually line myself up here. And... Can we not... There we go. Alright. Let's see, can I pull you that way? Oh, you're not fighting me. Not too much, at least. Yeah, I'm not going to press F. I'm gonna see if I can get it close enough to the ground to where I can then tell it to return home, then we'll be good. It's fighting me, but not too much. I'm gonna need a place for this little thing to charge up at. I thought about taking the plane up there, since I don't use the plane much anymore. Take the plane up, and then, you know, try to jump out of the plane at the exact right moment, you know? Alright, so we can get rid of this thing. We don't need this. Alright. So your deal is now to fly home. Oh my god. That scared me. Okay. One crisis averted. So now I gotta figure out where I'm gonna dock this thing to charge it up when I'm done. Where are we gonna charge you up at? All I need is just any kind of vertical dock, so let's bring you back over here. I love how fast it moves. Alright, let's see. Where could we... Oh, wait. Do I have a... Oh, you know what? Of course. Of course. That was a thruster, wasn't it? Luckily, all of these have repair projectors, so... This thing is a lot more nimble than I'm used to. Actually, let me go up. Let it finish. Very good. Did we damage that much? Okay. Okay, so let's have this thing, because it's at 30%. Let's have it charge for a bit. And we could turn that projector off. We don't need that still on. Tug a projector. Okay. Unfortunately, that's where I was going to build my... oh, let's do it here. My new thing. We never bothered with a... let's do this here. Okay, so now it should be very easy to figure out which way is the front. It's that way. So, can I put this? I think I got to put it right here, huh? Nowhere else. Okay. There it shall go. Maybe on the bottom would have been better where I could reach it. Yeah, why don't we do that? It's upside down, huh? No? Let's see. Oh, the button's on the back, huh? I guess that makes sense. Okay. So it's... yes. Okay. That makes sense. Alright, let's turn off our build and repairs for a moment here. And get a projection going. Let's rename this to... projector... What do we call this thing? The launch pad? Sounds good to me. Alright, so cargo elevator. Here's all the different variations of it. I think we're going to go with this version that was still just hydrogen. I think is what this was. Let's see. Okay, it's facing the wrong way. Let's see. We've got... No, this still has atmospherics. I'm thinking... I think we have to switch it back to the all hydrogen model. Because that was fairly... stable. So would that be this one? Yeah. And I think we had decided we were probably going to... We could take off some more thrusters, but now I'm thinking, let's leave them because... we struggled without them, basically. Even though they used up a lot of hydrogen. Alright, so which way do we need to rotate this thing? Is that right? Is that the right way? I think so. Yes. Vertical. And then... Okay. Now we just have to attach our model here. Please tell me we can attach to that. I can't land on that. Does that work? Good, okay. That will allow us to build it attached to that. And then it can fuel up. And I'm just gonna let it start going here. And then how charged up is this thing? 56%? That's probably okay. We could probably go... I think the carcass is probably pretty light. So let's try and go get it. And if it looks like we're not going to make it, then come back. Where is it though? Scene of the crash. That's where we're going. All the way to the scene of the crash. Don't hit anything. I probably could have marked a path too. Oh, we're getting a little... Atmospherics are taking over a little bit here. If one of these engines fails, how far will the other one take us? All the way to the scene of the crash. Rumble strip gets it. Okay. What are we doing here? There it is. With all of its... Nope, 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 nope. Why are we doing... What are we doing? Why does it sound like it's on fire? Alright. How do I want to grab this thing? This might not be the best side to grab it from. But I think I'm going to try and grab it from like right here. No, we cannot lift it. It is too heavy, or it might be clipped into the ground, but it is too heavy to lift. Too heavy to lift. It doesn't have... Hang on, it doesn't have a lot of cargo in it, does it? Oh, that's probably the problem. It's got 20,000 iron in it. And apparently there's some of these things still burning. Or are there? There we go. Well, we're going to have to get that iron out of there. I don't suppose this thing can even carry that much iron. Oh, plus I'm still full of all sorts of things too, aren't I? Well, this is a...
Inventory full.
Oh, that just went flying. Well then, we're going to have to make a couple of trips, it seems. Completely forgot this thing was full of iron. Alright. Okay. Let's head back then. We'll do a couple of trips. Nice little ship. Not super aerodynamic. If I put some wings on it, it'd probably actually fly pretty nice. There is a larger tug that we could build in my blueprints collection. But it's probably not worth it at this point. Now we are using the cargo elevator's docking spot at the moment. I don't even know if the blueprint even contains the correct paths. I do not know. Alright, let's charge up a bit. And hopefully Izzy's gonna take this out of here. At any moment. Why is my caps lock on? Oh, it's not. Okay. So we're not gonna... You're not piped up? Might not be piped up. Okay, so now we're kind of empty. I'm thinking... There's still a chance it can't carry it with this number of thrusters. Let me look at... Get out. When I want to get out, it won't let me get out. When I don't want to get out, I fall out of the sky. Let me look at this blueprint. Oh, you're way over there. Let me look at this blueprint for the larger tug. Projector, welder wall. Okay, so we got those, and then we've got the... it's only... Oh no, this one's atmospheric. We could do that. Oh, that's not that much bigger. But it does have a big ol' engine. So... Yeah, let's do this one. Incorrect grid size. Oh, it's a large grid. Okay. Oh, that's different. That will definitely do it, though. I like that. We would need a big old projector. Let's go make it over here. We're going to need a big place for it to dock, then. I like that, though. Having a potentially large... Let's see if we could just put it... I already have a projector on here, don't I? Nope. No. Yes, right there. Let's see. We're probably going to have to come up with a good spot. Right, left. That's interesting that the... Oh, no, it's not interesting because I had it backwards. Never mind. I was going to say it's interesting that they're reversed, but they're not. I'm just dumb. Alright, I'm just going to put it here, and then we'll see what it needs. I used to talk to Spite all the time on Reddit. Good guy. He does upload a lot of blueprints, though. Alright, so... Tug, Harpy, footboard. I'm inside of it. Okay, pretty big. Pretty big. I don't know what this thing needs. See, I was thinking it was small grid, and I was like, oh, it's not that much bigger, but it's actually significantly bigger. But that's not bad. That's not bad. That's a really cool way. How do you get inside? So you take that... Oh, that's really cool. That's really cool. Okay, we're going to have to come up with a good docking place for this. I don't know if we have the cobalt for this, though, actually. Hey, Coffee, how's it going? Better late than never, that's what I say. Alright, I also say, we're just going to go ahead and try and build this and then see if we run out of parts or not. Does this thing have like a designated connect your grid to it thing, or not? I guess it's just wherever you feel like it, although I could probably get up in that ladder there, huh? Whoop, there it is. Vertical down. I'm going to way too much effort to do this, to be honest, but all right, let's see. Roughly here. Okay. I'm gonna do. Boom, there we go. Okay, now we should be buildable. Let's see what happens. I don't know. Begin. While it's doing that, because I think it's going to be doing that for a while, and it may use up all of our materials, let's actually go back over here and get rid of this one. Because we don't need the little... If we got the big one, we don't need the little one. That's the deal. So, let's disconnect you. Let's tell it to break you down. Bloop. Does build by local grid? Let's find out, actually. Local grid aligned? No, it does not. Nope. I did have that mod, like the build assist mod. I think that was what it was called. I don't remember. If you go like way back to one of the first episodes, I had that build assist mod, and what it does is when you're looking at a mod, it creates like a grid of small temporary objects around it that you could latch onto. And the problem was that not only were they like anchor points for you to build off of, but they actually interacted with the physical world. And so I did it once. I activated them on something that was on a hinge like this, and it caused it to break off and go flying across the map. So I like the idea of this tug because it'll be good for the kind of things that I was using the buzzard for, meaning like getting up high and like changing things on the wind turbines, or like the things I was doing way back in the beginning of like break the wind turbine off the grid and then use a bunch of pistons to move it over, you know. This will be better for that kind of thing. So anyway, since we're going to have our docking station clear there, I should think about a docking station for that thing, though. I can move this guy over to there, to where he's supposed to be. And then what? Where will we put... You know, we've got this whole big space right here in the middle with nothing going on aside from this big piston currently sticking out. We could potentially put it... I would have to measure. But we could put like a... Oh, then I guess it would be really hard to walk. I'd have to take the bridge. Or go around this thing. So I don't know that you can really walk under it when it's docked. It seems to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks. 7 blocks are in front of the thing, so we'd have to move the rings, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's not even enough room to put it down here. I think it's going to have to go somewhere potentially off of where the other whatchamacallit ship is, the truck down here. The battle platypus or whatever we called it. Which is missing its front wheels. We could go... Oh man, where are we going to go with this? We could maybe branch off from there and put it out in this field. And give it a platform. That might end up being the best place for it. That's assuming that we even have enough parts to put it together, so. But in the meantime, let's see. In the meantime, I want to get this thing to a point where it can dock where it's supposed to be docked. So let's lock you, and then are you filling? Yes. Okay. Good. Alright, I just took a drink of water and I forgot to ask people to like the stream if you're liking the stream, but you know the drill. Okay, so that's good there. That means I should be able to take these off now. I hope. Yep. Alright. And now the fun part. Okay. Ooh. Oh, do I want to test this? If I undock, it should, in theory, turn everything on that I need to be on. I'm not going to take that chance. Yep. Oh, no. Hold on. Short pause here while I adjust some things. All right. Ready? What happened? Why are we not? Oh, that's not good. That's because there's no... There we go. There's not enough down thrust, so didn't really matter anyway. Oh, nope. There. This way. This way. It's really hard to fly this thing when it's vertical. So we need to... Come on. Rotate. Rotate. There we go. And... this way. And... there we go. And we are locked, but... oh, build info mod is fixed. That's good news. Auto off on fill charge. Okay, so that part didn't quite work, but that's okay. What do we... okay. There we go. There's just a very loud build and repair noise going on all of a sudden. So that's good. We could do a test later to see if that makes it up to the station. It seems to be safer to go up. So maybe we will load it up with some things and head up to the station later. Game is freezing. The game is freezing probably because of the physics nonsense going on over here. Let's reverse you. He might be clipped into... Did he clip into the other grid here or something? Oh no, it's gone back. Okay. Yeah, I think it was pushed up against this grid, and with the grid changes happening, it was having some issues. That will take some time, but it'll get there. Okay, boy. Did I leave all the food up on the station? I might have. That's okay. I've got more down here somewhere. I actually think this is coming along pretty well. Please don't burn me. These blueprints are so old, too. That's the other thing. These blueprints are probably like 4 years old. No new blocks, no new skins. All base, no DLC. I know he's got some blueprints where they do contain some of the DLC blocks. I think we're past all of the... where I was concerned about the amount of material we'd have. Because I think we've got all of the thrusters built now. So that's good. Let's go see if we can find a place to dock it. So if we're going to break out from here, how do I want to do that so I don't bonk my head on things? Is this unknown signal also going to burn up in the atmosphere? I love the little glow that they put behind it now. I assume that's something that was added in the one before fieldwork. Ooh, that's just a big old thruster now, isn't it? Anywho. Oh, Eli. We talked about this. That Eli does that. I just have no memory, that's all. What was I doing? I'm making a dock. How wide is that thing? It'll fit in here, right? I think it'll fit in between these two. I guess I should probably go measure. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's just 7 wide. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, so I just need to be... why don't I go from, like, here? Let's grab you. Do one of these. There we go. Alright. I did not need to go out that far, but that's okay. So then if we went... Let's just do some... 1, 2, 3... this is our up. I'm going to have to end up taking these down. 1, 2, 3. We will just exactly fit right there. So I think I need to fold back. Yeah, please take all these back and maybe stop building them, please. Yeah. And you. Alright, so if I go... My goal with putting it here... Actually, is it going to be far enough over? Maybe I should pull it out underneath here, actually. That might be the best thing to do. I'm going to have to build like a platform around it to land on. And preferably something that it doesn't burn itself up in the process with its big giant thruster on the bottom. What if we do that? What if we come out from under here? And we're going to have to go like... One, two, three, and then the thing, and then 1, 2, 3. Is that right? I think that's right. So, let's see then. Take all these bits. Alright, this shouldn't take long. Shouldn't take long, but it will, because I don't have any parts. Good night, Ajir. Thanks for coming by. Okay, put that there. And then I want to be right here. This is where that local grid alignment comes in handy. Yeah. Alright, so we said here's 1, 2, 3, and then right here. 1, 2, so 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 thing. Okay. I have a connector in here, huh? Oh, I'm going to need the connector to stick up one, aren't I? Okay, so I guess I got to try the old. It would make more sense for to have the old style connector. Let's see, is this actually going to be the level of ground? No, I don't think it will, unless I actually replace this with... no, actually I think it should be. Okay. We're going to redo some things here. We're going to do... Looks like my ship is done. That's good. Alright, conveyor straight armored. That's what I want. One, two, 3 thing. So then corner. Alright, and then okay. That'll be to walk over it. Excuse me. I think we're going to end up adjusting the edges of that a little bit to make it look nicer. But, wait, did I do this wrong or not? 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, I didn't. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then I don't actually know how deep it needs to go. So I'm going to basically dock this thing on it and then see where we need to adjust. Marcus, did you wake up? Did he wake you up? If you want to sleep, you can feel free to sleep through the whole stream if you want. Rumble Strip does it all the time. Alright, let's break this thing off. Move it over to its dock. Let me grab some food first, because I keep forgetting to do that. Hopefully there's some in the buzzard here. There is not a lot. But I really just need water, so... There we go. Okay. Alright, in theory, this thing should be able to fly on its own now, so we can get rid of you. Get rid of all you. Don't cook me, please. There we go. Okay. Very good. Alright, this is going to be a precise maneuver, apparently. Ooh, okay. That's alright. That's fine. This is all fine. I might have to make something. What are we... Oh, did I just... There we go. Alright, you're out. Those are off. Put these to charge. Yeah, I might have to make something so that... Do I even want to jump down? Okay, I'm okay. Of course. I may have to make something in the front so that when I'm landing, I can see where I need to line up. So maybe like a... just a different colored square or something right below the cockpit. Let's see how that works out. All right, then back here is good because we don't want to burn everything up with this bad boy. So I think we're good there. Let's... Do I have columns? What? Trusses. What group are the columns in these days? Who's the owner of the group with the columns? It's not these things, right? The trusses? Oh, it is. Okay. So that's good there. That'll charge up. We're going to go take a little nap. And then in the morning, we're going to fly this thing over and get our old cargo elevator, and then we're going to fly the new one up to the station with a load of probably iron, because I think that's what we need the most up there. And then we're going to hope that the pirate whatchamacallit that's hanging out up there doesn't care that there's a ship going up and down from the surface. We will see. Because what we don't have is a whole lot of magnesium to throw at the enemy. So maybe we should take the magnesium up there, though, just to make sure that we could build some weaponry if we need to. Now let's reverse these for a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Piston off. Okay. All right, let's go get our guy. It should be no problem for this. Oh. How do I get under here? There we go. I might have to extend. Oh my god, that's huge. I might have to extend this out a little bit. I like that you can look through there and see. I never noticed that. You can totally see the whole inside of the cockpit. Okay, so what are we going to do with this thing now? We're only at 50% charge, but I'm going to hope that that's okay. And we've got 17 minutes of flight. Hopefully it'll be fine. If we're not back in 17 minutes, then we're in trouble. Oh, we are cruising, though. Okay. Yeah, the other option I could have done, occurs to me now, is I could have just maybe taken that little tug or something and just outfitted it with a build and repair. And then just... of course. Let's see, which one? Ready? There we go. Alright, are we leaving any major components on the ground? I can't tell. Looks like maybe, but I'm not going to jump out and see because I already learned my lesson for today. So let's get home. God, with this thruster on the back, we could probably lift the entire base. Probably not. But, you know what I mean. I probably should have told this thing... Oh. If I had raised that platform up to the same height as the... Oh, I should have raised the platform up to the same height. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Because then it would be a lot easier. This thing has Pam on it. It would be safer to tell it to just go home. What am I doing here? This way. Now, stop repairing it. Stop repairing it. Yeah, whatever, it's fine. Alright, this is 7 and 8. There we go. Now let's see if we can dock this back up without blowing stuff up. Yeah, I should have just raised it up to be the same height as the other things. I don't know why I didn't do that. We will change it later. this way. Oh yeah, wasn't I going to try and use... I can't see the... Okay. Also, why are we rotating on our own? I don't like that. Okay, how close do we get? We bonked into something. Oh boy. Okay. Back it up. We're close, we're scraping. There we go. Everything off. Batteries to charge. Turbines to speed. Falling out the bottom. Yeah, see, if I'd raised it up, I could have moved it over 2 blocks. I moved it over 1 block, and then we'd have more clearance on each side. Alright, you can all stop trying to repair this thing. It's all going away. No, what are you doing? No, that button. There we go. Alright, take it apart. Take it apart. Get all the goodies. Get all the goodies. Alright, then with this guy, what are we clanging about this time? Is it just that? Probably just that. Okay. Alright, what's this thing called? CA Cargo. Why are you showing everything? Oh. Where? CA Cargo. Here we go. Alright, we want to put... maybe not that much. Oh. We could put all the iron in there, huh? Do I have more iron than that? Or is that all the iron I have at this point? We got some iron there. We got some here. That is in a locked container that it's not taking out, so that's not good. Let's actually take this out and bring you. 10k iron might be good for now. Let's maybe bring like that much. And that. Let's bring like maybe like that much cobalt. Maybe like 3k nickel. And maybe like 3k silicon. I'm being conservative with these because there's still the possibility that this thing crashes or has an issue on the way up. So I'm taking a lot, but I'm not taking so much that I'm concerned about. Ooh, I should. We were also going to take some ice up too, so we'll just fill the rest up with ice. Okay. So you're charging. We don't need the scene of the crash anymore. Let's see. Realistically, if some pirates arrived, we wouldn't have a good way to stop them right now. So, not gonna bother bringing anything. Alright, what I need to know is, does the recorder still have its waypoints? 4 waypoints, is that right? Why would there be 4 waypoints? Uh-oh. That could be a problem. Well, if it can go up, we could always re-record the waypoints at the top. I might just do that. The down waypoints seem to still be good. I might test those real quick. Let's test that. So if I unlock... Oh wait, was this before I... Oh, this might have been before I... This blueprint might have been from before I changed everything to auto. Yeah, it probably is. I bet it is. So what are my event controllers? Yes, I know what Newton said. And this ship has already proven it out. Docking locked up. Oh no, we're all good. Well, at least I think we're good. Okay, so what happens if I... unlock? Okay, so... that didn't work. None of that changed. None of that worked. Okay. So I'm guessing it just doesn't remember which, like, connector to work with. So I guess we're going to have to test that again. Okay. Will an AI defense block control weapons on a subgrid? I actually don't know. I actually don't know. Docking. Let's see. Docking. Oh, you know what? Oh, this was... we don't even have the undock ones, do we? We don't... we're missing event controllers for the undocking, so... So at what point did I... it had to have been in between the two. Yeah, because we put the atmospheric thrusters on, and then we also at the same time did the undocking one. So we'll have to... that shouldn't be a problem. We'll redo that. So charge, fill, on. Then let's see, I've got these backwards, right? Because that's the down one, and then these are up. So up, up, unlocked, go. Unlocked, go. There we go. Oh, I don't like where this is going already. No, maybe we're okay. We're going upwards. Yeah, go. We kind of adjusted. Yeah, we're going off course a little. I don't know why it does this. This was the problem we had last time, was that it came down way off course and then tried to scoot on over to where it needed to be. And that didn't really work too well. But whatever, we'll see. Okay, you know what? My helmet is open. That's gonna be a problem. So the funniest thing that I could do right now would be to jump out of the ship accidentally, because I would fall back down and the jetpack would slow me down. Like, as you may have seen, I can hover with the jetpack. The jetpack is strong enough to let me hover, but not to go up. So I could slow my fall and hover and get back to the ground safely, and then I'd have to ring up and hope that this thing made its way up. But this is going to take a minute. It's going to take a good solid minute here. I don't know that it's actually going to dock, because there seems to be too many waypoints. And I think we probably corrected that at some point. But if we can get close enough to the station, then I'll be able to just manually take it in and redo the waypoints. Where are... oh, this control seat isn't even... where are... we are rotating a bit. We're okay. We're okay. Still going up. That's what matters. Station... do we really call it station TBD? I guess we did. We should rename that to Station Alpha. The ironically named stationary Station Alpha, which has on multiple occasions stopped being stationary. I do love, this game has questionable graphics sometimes, but the way the planets glow when the sun is shining on them, I love it. I'm very excited for Planets and Space Engineers 2. Yeah, the gyro. The problem is that there's no. Well, one of the things was we had the thought that perhaps there weren't enough gyros and that it was having trouble when the big thrusters were on it. It was having trouble compensating for the atmosphere, and that it needed more gyros. But I'm not sure that that's the case or not. But locking the gyros, that's what I did when I was piloting it manually, is I would lock the gyro so that I went straight up. The problem is, even though you, for this thing, of the autopilot, is that even though you're going straight up, all it's preventing you from doing is rotating. You still drift side to side because of the atmosphere. And then the station is not perfectly above the outpost, and so you still end up in some weird spot. So, did I have the? I don't have the recolorable thrusters mod in here, right? I don't think I do. If I do, no, I don't. It would be very cool if I could just make them all different colors and it was like a rave. As soon as I turn the interface off, you just know that it's going to be like, there's going to be a message from a pirate that's like, target detected or whatever. It's like a little additive you put in the hydrogen and then you get, rainbow thrusters. Yeah, we seem to be a little bit off course to where the station is, but it should, when it gets close, correct itself, hopefully without smashing into the station. But if it doesn't get close, then we'll manually just adjust. We're still a ways out. It is kind of weird to me, though, that it doesn't... Like, it is kind of just going in a straight line and isn't really trying to go to, like, directly to the first waypoint. Like, it gets kind of close and then, like, adjusts its way slowly over to it. It's kind of weird. In fact, I might stop this now, repoint it here, and then turn it back on. See what it does here. That was a bit of a waste of fuel, but we'll be okay. I think maybe the reason it's doing that is just because it was trying to stay level to gravity. And then once it gets out of gravity, it starts to try to move over, because you can see where... I don't know where the base is down there, but it's where that unknown signal is roughly, probably. So we scooted pretty far off course there. Yeah, I hope that pirate drone don't see me. What's my antenna set at? I know it's not on right now. 5K? And he's like... I think he was like 6K from the... I don't know if they go by antenna or if they go by... oh, it is on. Okay, well. If they go by antenna or if they just go by how close you are to them. That's what I assume that they do. So there's no waypoint between the station and the planet, because I haven't been able to fly in a straight line from one to the other. So it goes to a waypoint that is somewhat directly below the station, and then another one toward the connector, and then another one at the connector. Although right now there are 4 waypoints listed, and I don't know where they are, and so I don't actually know where it's going, but it is going to the station, so that's all I really care about at the moment. When it gets close, we're going to just fly in manually. I don't have any beacons. That's kind of part of the problem. What's that? There's a timer there, and then I got 2 event controllers. I think I took in the other blueprint, I took off the remote controls and replaced them with... Oh, I also had more batteries on here, too. Oh, but the batteries were because of the big thrusters. So... some of these signals are merging with my blue signal and turning blue, and that's kind of weird. Yeah, we didn't need the big batteries though, because it's all using just hydrogen. We don't need so many forward thrusters. That was another one of the changes we made. Was there too many forward-facing thrusters? It doesn't need all those. So we're going to take off a handful of those. There should be hydrogen at the station, and we're bringing some ice up with us. So. When we used the atmospheric thrusters, we were able to get up and down successfully like 1 time, and we used very little hydrogen. And the problem was that it just wasn't reliable. Like the second time we did it was when we crashed. But that was... Actually, no, that was... actually, maybe we should go back to the blueprint just before with the atmospherics, because it... Yeah, I think we are going to do that. We're going to tear this one down and go forward 1 blueprint. Because the downward-facing atmospherics were fine. It was when we put atmospherics around the entire thing that we ran into issues. We're coming in awfully fast here, which is kind of scaring me. But let's take over control here. Let me... Actually, no, it doesn't matter, because I'm gonna take out this. We're gonna redo the blueprint. Once we offload everything up here, we're gonna... Ooh, that was weird. Once we connect and offload everything, then we're going to we're gonna take this back down. Actually, what if we don't? What if we just use it for parts up here, and we don't take it back down? Yeah. Because then I won't... I know we just filled it up with hydrogen here. Yeah, what if... Because then we won't have to spend hydrogen to take it back down, and we could keep the hydrogen up here. I don't have a hydrogen tank on the base. I don't really need a big one yet, but I should have one. So, lab hydrogen tank. We still just have lab small hydrogen tank. What does that look like? That looks like it's sitting on something. So I want to kind of just like squeeze it in like right there or something. So I think it would make sense to just do the normal hydrogen tank. this should be enough. This should be good for now. We'll just throw that in there. We will suck all the hydrogen out of that ship, disassemble it, and I will go down and build a different one. We're going to stockpile on. It's probably going to suck all the hydrogen out of this ship too, which is okay for now. I hope this pirate drone finds what he's looking for. There's a lot of guys up here now. Who's this guy over here? Pirate Scout, Tug, Consignment, Military, Consignment, and another Tug. Okay, oh, this thing's full already. Did we empty you? We didn't even empty all of you. Maybe I do need a big hydrogen tank. Let's see. We could put it like right here. Yeah, I think I'd rather just have a big one. Than a couple of smaller ones, because then at least, you know, it'll fill up. It'll be fine. This is also going to fill up my O2 tanks, which are very not full, but that's okay, because I brought the ice up here. So now we can take from you and everywhere else. Alright, where's that hydrogen tank at? Oh, my lab vat. The vat. Alright, so I assume it's turning my... This is currently doing the... turning the ice into hydrogen and probably also oxygen. So that'll be okay. That's kind of what it's up here for. So we'll have this big stock of hydrogen. And then down here, you are empty. Did it grab all the stuff out of you? It didn't. Because it's locked and hidden. Why did I do that? Did I need to do that? It doesn't matter because I'm going to take it apart. Let's disconnect you so I don't accidentally paint the... Well, that'll do it. Stop. There you go. There we go. And then just paint this entire thing. Oh, bumped into laser antenna. This laser antenna model needs some work. Look at that. This thing is so old. There's never been like a DLC version of it. Did it even get an update with the graphical update years ago? I don't know. Looks terrible. Alright, in theory, I think now I should be able to tell this thing to start building the superstructure of this place. It's going to be doing a lot of things. But I think it is time that we tell it to start trying to make this. So, we are going to tell you that you may now do armor blocks. So when it is done with this, taking this thing apart, it will start building the... It'll start building the base. And we reconnected. Okay. So I'm going to ring down. What time is it? Okay, cool. I'm going to ring down. If I could figure out how to get back into the base. I'm going to ring down and then keep on doing some stuff down there. And then we will come back up, and this place will all be completely constructed, and that will be that. We are going to do our airlock in here after this is all constructed, because it wouldn't really make a difference until after that. I think I might throw... There's a hole right here. Let's do... Oops. Let's do one of these windows, like right here. Yeah, actually, let's do it like that. Like this. Of course. Okay. So that's that. I don't think this place is going to be completely... No, it won't be completely airtight. Because there's a hole right here and right here. Then I got to figure out what to do around this area, but I think this is going to be okay. I did want to do the observation floor around here, but I got to move the desk first. So we'll see how that goes. I might move this. No, I'm not going to move the wall. I'll go with that. We are going to have to do some making some greebling. We're going to have to do some greebling, but I'm going to wait until everything's welded up so I could see what it looks like and then see what I want to greeble. But I think this is going to look pretty good. I think it's going to look pretty good. Are we still working on that thing there? Yeah, that's going to go for a while, I think. Because there's only one build and repair up here. This will take a while. So let's head back down. There we go. Alright, what do we want to do down here now? We are going to build another cargo elevator and just have it ready to go. Could do a small grid conversion to in a small area for decoration with custom consoles. I did do a small grid in the back area. There is a small grid conversion that has all my programmable blocks and all the controllers for the solar stuff, so it's just out of sight. Alright, turn all those off. Does that button still work for all those? I don't even know what this button does anymore. I'll have to look at that. Alright, then we're gonna go with cargo elevator 4. Nice. I think this one... Nope, this is not the right one. How about 5? Applies paint from the projection to the built blocks. Oh, that's cool. Cargo 5. There we go. Because this was after I went up to space and then adjusted the amount of thrusters and put the additional blocks on it. So I think this one, without... Oh, it does have the side-to-side thrust on it, though. Maybe we could just take those off. We could just take those off. Well, actually, were those a problem? I think those were a problem, now that I think about it. Just because I was trying to go all atmospheric and then switch to all hydrogen, and they were not strong enough. What was the one that crashed look like? Oh yeah, that's right. We put a lot more thrusters on it, hoping that that would help. And for reasons unknown to me, that did not help. It was not able to maintain. Probably just too heavy, maybe? Did we need more down thrust? Perhaps in the atmospheric department? Perhaps we did. I think the problem was, if I'm trying to remember, the problem was that the ship started, as it was going down, it started to rotate. And when it started rotating, then suddenly it was using thrusters that weren't able to hold itself up. So, So one thing we could do is use a hybrid of this model and do take these big batteries off and just do more tanks. You know, do another set of 2 tanks, and then we would take even more hydrogen up to space. That would be the only thing I could think of. We would spend a little more hydrogen because of the weight, but we would not run out there. We would definitely not run out of hydrogen. Would we run into issues of drifting, though, still? I actually don't know. And I'm now wondering if it wouldn't have been better to make this thing, instead of making it like when it's flying up, this is the front, and when it's flying down, this is the front, to just make it like a regular ship and just have it like try to dock like with like a single downwards connector or something like that. You know, and it goes up to the station, it flips upside down and docks downward, you know? And just basically tries to fly in a straight line all the time. That might be better. That might be better. Which might mean we need to design a whole new cargo elevator. Like, is it worth testing another one now? Or would it be better to just design a simpler one? Rumble strip? I think the whole problem with this ship is that it keeps coming at things from the wrong angle. But if you've got a suggestion, I am willing to hear it. I could have changed these to large flatmos, or I think at one point I toyed around with putting the larger ones, the normal atmospherics, the little ones, on here in multiple directions, and then just decided it would be easier to just add more flatmos, because like each side has 9. There's 9 little ones in each direction, which should be more than the 2 hydrogens. We did the math last time. Each side had 2 hydrogens, and the 9 flatmos should be more thrust. But program the flight pathing to fly into the grinder bay on the station or something. Oh, so like we just construct a new one and have it just literally fly up, and with the, like, it itself is part of the cargo. Kind of an interesting idea, and it just drops like that way. What's in its cargo gets immediately brought into the station. That's an interesting idea. I mean, with the build and repairs, I could make a build and repair and set it to a different grind color than the other one, and then set the ship to that color, and then whenever it gets close to the station, it just gets ground apart. Or set the cargo container, like make the cargo container in an area that isn't structural, and when it gets close to the station just grabs the entire cargo off of it. And then it could have a projector that just projects another cargo container when it gets back down here. Like, I'd still want it to fly up and down, like because then I don't always trust that the event controllers and everything are going to get set up correctly each time. So I probably want something that is reusable, but I do kind of like the idea of something that just like flies up, maybe just detaches its cargo, and then just turns around and flies back down, or something like that. Well, I guess the other thing is that I do want it, when it's up, I want to be able to load things onto it to bring back down. Potentially, even though for the most part I'm bringing things up into space all the time. The original plan for this was that it was supposed to be bare bones, and it was like basically just a cargo container on jets, you know, on thrusters. Excuse me. And that didn't turn out quite to be the case. Yeah, the problem is that it has to travel so far that it needs a lot of hydrogen tanks. Like, this number of hydrogen tanks is needed for it to get up there. But I could save some... I could potentially save some weight. I mean, just a little bit of weight, but I could save some weight by making it, you know, not having to have a connector on both sides. You know, maybe balancing some things a little bit better. Yeah, that is true. That also means I have to maintain a fuel source on the station as well. I was hoping that we could get up to the station and back down. Like, if the station has no fuel, if the station is out of hydrogen, we'd still be able to make a trip, you know. I haven't found ice in space, so we'll have to... And now that there's pirates and stuff flying around, it might be more difficult to find ice in space. But... yeah, what if... So I think... I'm wondering... Okay, how about a cargo and booster section attached to the main ship via merge block? Have the main ship with tanks set to stockpile, and then another set on the booster. Oh, so basically like a set of tanks to go up and then another set to go back down? And then we just leave the empty tanks and the cargo up in space. That would reduce the weight coming back down for sure. That's an interesting idea. So then we'd have... Okay, you know what? I'm going to build this blueprint. And then... I can't use ions on it. There's not going to be enough battery. The weight. Then we're talking like three different kinds of thing. Am I going to be able to... Oh, that's right. Come on. Come on. There we go. And... Oh, I had it. There we go. Okay. Yeah, let's build this thing. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe we need just a... It's possible I need to make this thing a little bit more aerodynamic too. Like if I take these big batteries off, we'll take all the little atmospheric thrusters off. Maybe make this slope in a little more. I think that will help a little bit. Yeah, I don't see a good way to use even if I had uranium, then I'm...
Energy low.
If I had uranium, then I could do like a combo atmospheric and where am I going? Let me just go sit in a cockpit somewhere. Atmospheric and ion. Yeah, I can see if Spite has if ISL has I'm pretty sure there's like a cargo ship, but I don't think it's a ground to space cargo ship. I just like to see how it's done. Let's see. Can I? Did I just blueprint the base? What did I just blueprint? Large grid? Did not mean to do that. I would like to know what I just Is the base called large grid whatever? No. What large grid did I just blueprint? That's weird. This is what I wanted to do. We've got minor. We've got this thing. That's a bomber. Orbital cargo shuttle. Small grid shuttlecraft for automated personnel and cargo transport. I think the problem with this one is just that it does have guns on it. And I really do actually, I've used this design before quite a bit. But it does not have full cargo. Does not have very big cargo. Might be enough though, actually. So then we've got automated cargo drone. That's a good one. Atmospheric. This one is hydrogen and atmospheric, if I recall. Fulfill the roles of both while not being limited to one operating environment. It's got Sam and Pam. Blarg's Ascent Cruise Control. That's a really good one for maintaining. I wonder, actually, I could use this ship, potentially, and... I mean, it's got these different things here. I don't remember how Sam works. I know how Pam works. I don't think... We can't have Pam go up and down, but Sam can, I think. Blarg's, though... I used that on one of the other ships. What ship did I use? What did I use that on? I don't remember. Oh, on the Moon Knight has Blarg's Ascent Cruise Control. Set up with a ship with either patrol or cargo run between stations. Sam is required on the station. So yeah, I remember that. Okay. I don't feel like dealing with that, though. It can escape gravity with 38% hydrogen left. Oh, right. You gotta load it up. Okay. This is one. So this one has atmospherics and hydrogen. This one has ions and hydrogen, I think. Okay. This is not gonna get me what I want. But I see what they're doing. Unmanned cargo shuttle. Yeah. This is the... Yeah. Okay, so I think we're going to stick with what we got. Personal shuttle. Not what I need. More miners, welders, welder, forklift. Yeah, okay, all this stuff. None of this is what I need. None of this is going to do the trick. Yeah, don't worry, Rumble Strip. We're gonna be shutting down the stream here. So we've got one of these guys now, and it's got thrusters that we don't need. It's got batteries that we don't need. No, we do need the batteries if we keep these thrusters. But I don't think we're going to keep those thrusters. So what I'm wondering is... oh, hey, Redneck. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for watching. What I'm wondering is... Can I turn this into... a ship that is basically almost like a stack of hydrogen tanks with a cargo on the top. And, do I even want that? I think my problem is that I would like it to be able to hover from any orientation. And if I do that, if I put all those thrusters on, then the autopilot is going to burn through hydrogen like crazy. So, lots of things to think about for the next stream. I'm really going to have to think about this because this was working pretty well, but it just burns so much hydrogen. So maybe we already have enough stuff up there and we don't really have to worry about it for now. So, for the time being... Marcus, if you want to design a ship that actually works and shoot me over the blueprint, I would love that. But either way, let's not worry about it for now because we just brought a bunch of stuff up to the station. Nope, down. We're going to go see if the build and repairs up there have done anything. Oh, God. They've done things. Yes, there's some station here. Oh, and now there we go. Oh, yeah, it's coming along. It's looking good. Okay, there's some things to change. Definitely some things to change, but oh, I like how it looks so far. It's starting to feel like an actual station. Cool. So that's real nice. Did we get... That thing's doing its thing. Did we get... No, it hasn't yet. Done these pillars. It will, eventually. Cool. Well, that's nice. Should I sleep up here tonight, or should I sleep down on the planet? I think I'll sleep up here. Why not? What's the worst that could happen? So, that's going to get really loud when I get in there. But, thanks for watching, everybody. I will be back tomorrow. I don't know with what. At least I think I'll be back tomorrow. My Friday schedules are always like crazy. I know I say I schedule things ahead of time all the time, but Friday is always like the random wildcard day. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be streaming something. Then Sunday is Halo Infinite again. We're getting close to the end of that. And I already have a plan for what's coming after that, and I think you guys are going to like it. And then Thursday, of course, next week will be Space Engineers again. So we will be figuring out the cargo situation. And actually, how much iron do we have up here now? Not bad. We're doing pretty good. So we might actually get this thing welded up a bit. And I don't know. We'll see what happens. So if you haven't thrown a like on the video, please consider doing so. It would help me out a lot with engagement and the algorithm recommending me to other people who would like to see this stream. If you'd like to get notified when I go live, please consider subscribing. It doesn't cost you anything. And you will get notified whenever I go live. So, thank you very much, everybody. Appreciate everybody in chat hanging out with me. We will figure out this cargo elevator thing. I promise, because it is very cool. I think next time we might focus more on getting a airlock to work up here. That'd be very cool. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But thanks a lot, everybody, and I will talk to you later. Take care.